Hello and welcome back to part 42. Like usual, check the description to see if there's anything you want to skip ahead to. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. We got a few things planned. Number one is I want to get this brick replaced. So thankfully we got the soil coming in here. Looks like we dug out the last piece of clay so we can start filling in this soil. And looks like we can fill this soil in here as well, so that's great. Another thing we wanted to work on was the barn. But to do that, we still need to fill this in, which we're getting there. Just getting there. I was thinking about this area. I'm not 100% on the layout of this room, this being like an L. I noticed that I still had this gap here from the floor, like underneath. I never filled that in, and I was thinking, why not just use that for my ladder to go up? It'll save a little bit of walking space underneath here to go around this. And then that means this room, once we get, all this stuff knocked down, will just be a square. My only concern is how will my supports hold up here? How will I get those to support the roof above and also keep room for a doorway? Doorway that will probably be right here. So that's what we're going to figure out. We don't have too much limestone brick, so what we're going to do is we're going to start taking apart these corner pieces, and then we'll start taking apart these merlons here. Then we'll start building the wall above it. We'll do another layer up here, and then we'll put in a floor above that before we start doing any other work there. So let's increase our speed on that. And then one other thing I wanted to do was, I guess, keep doing this cellar work down here. Our people are digging this out. Once they dig out these connecting rows here, we'll be able to put in some more supports going across. Like usual, it's always hard for me to grab these connecting supports. That's okay. They're digging. Druid visitor, I believe. We still don't have a temple for you. Still a long way away from having a temple. It just looks like it's been destroyed a bit, but it's not. You know what, can I just do that? Can I just select these? Because normally that selects the tile under it. Thankfully these don't have anything under them. This one we can leave the way it was before, change that back, because that will be connecting to a wall here. Once these are taken down, we'll take down these floors and we'll put the walls up in that spot. And we'll probably just end up changing the flooring here to match the flooring under it, and that'll save us a little bit more limestone block floor, which we'll end up using for the floor above it anyway, but our limestone brick resources are kind of low. Happy birthday to Isabel. Got a bloodless perk now. Sometimes it doesn't let you scroll down to the bottom here. Alright, great at fighting. Or actually prefers it now, which is nice. You are one of our archers. You know what? It might be time I start building those training training areas to train our people. Okay, how are we doing for digging out limestone? We have any raw limestone here that's accessible? No. Got silver here. Okay, did we start digging out this layer a little bit? It's mostly dirt, but we'll get to this layer soon. Is there another way down here? There is. There's that way down. So you know what? Let's get rid of that. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Still have coal storage, which let's expand that ahead of time. Leave some space on the edge. Okay, excellent. Can we just select these? We can. Now, I don't know if the way I'm taking it apart is going to cause the middle section to collapse, because it's probably not connected to too much support. Yeah. Let's not do that yet. Let's not destroy all of that. Let's maybe get rid of these corner pieces, and we'll put in some supports there. This is going to be the door. So let's build in these supports. We need something for these floors to connect to, because if we have this floor collapse, I believe we just lose all those resources. And they're hard to come by right now. Alright, looks like we can dig this out a little bit as well. We've been trying to get this wall kind of moat started, especially considering our dirt supply is getting a bit low. Able to start digging this out slowly as well to get down to the lower level of the clay from the inside of our base. Alright. Perfect. A pack of 60 limestone. That's what we want. It's got iron in it. We don't need iron. There's some limestone there. I think we're just going to go around that iron. There's limestone here. We'll dig to that slowly. Might be a good idea just to dig through here. That way we can just walk down this level, walk up there, instead of having to worry about digging this area away. Apple sapling has decomposed. Let's take a look at our apple trees. We've got a lot of them here. Some of these are dead. I guess we already have these set to harvesting. That one's mature, that's fine. That one's dead. Birch tree, trying to get into that area. A little bit of lawn care. See any mature trees here? We got one in the middle, another one here, another one. That one's growing, this one's mature. We'll leave the bushes. Let's get rid of this bush. H is the hotkey for harvesting. Let's just harvest those. Now we had recently, I believe a lot of our alcohol was just turning into vinegar. We have a lot now. we should put some of those fire traps out. Now these I believe we had set as probably, I want to say the fine aged wine maybe. Okay, these are dug out. Great. Let's go take a look at our roof. Did it collapse in any way? No, we still have a roof. Okay, that's good. This floor collapsed though. And this floor collapsed. Did anything above that collapse? No, because there's nothing in the middle being supported. Okay, good. Let's go take a look at the progress here. Alright, can take some of these pieces down. Right now, let's just do a few of these in between. Now, are we able to take this down and put in a door? Is that how that works, or do I need to have a floor there? I forget the way the game logic works on that. Seems to work. Okay. Stylize those pieces. Okay. So this is the spot where we're going to have a bunch of ladders going up and down. Now, how do we want this? I guess we'll have it going this way. And then it'll just look like that on the inside. Maybe stylize this a little bit. Oh right, we're going to turn this floor into the clay brick. But first we need to take this apart. So this isn't going to have any sort of door going in or out. This is going to just have the ladder. It's blocked by the ladder. The floor collapses. Okay. Should take that apart. Otherwise, we're going to be losing materials. Okay. So this will be our infirmary. Hopefully it won't be a problem getting our people to go down here through a ladder if they're injured. I believe we can carry our people up and down a ladder. Let's set some more areas to mine out here. So our people have been busy. little by little. How are we doing on this side? We got limestone available. Let's set this up to get put. We'll mine a little bit here. We'll wait for that. Stylize that. Okay. Okay, part of that is stylized. Let's see, if this is going to be the door above, we won't be able to put supports in front of that. So what would be the best way? Would it be better to just do 1, 2, 3 like that? Or 4 supports? Or do we just need the 2 in the middle? Or is that too many? Maybe we do... Right, because we don't want it here. Would 2 in the middle make more sense? You know what? Let's just do the extra safe way. Let's just do 4, because if any of these walls break, it'd be better to have extra supports. Reinforced door. Okay, we'll be able to take these apart from the floor under it and put them back up. Alright, let's take a look at the floor here. Let's pause that before we have to go and deal with that merchant, because we want to just finish stylizing this floor. Let's not risk the merchant getting away. Alright, it's stylized. Let's go see what this merchant is up to. Looks like they're just by themselves. They're from the Ancrene Disciples, which are neutral. But that's 49% neutral, so that's towards our favor. Looks like we got a lot of graves here we put in recently that have not been set up to accept settlers or enemies. Alright, merchants should be in our base by now. They are. Let's see, Eric, let's send you. Actually, you know what? You're probably far away and constructing. Foxy is nearby. You're performing. Let's send you to speak to them. Not expecting him to have a whole lot if he's here by himself. Looks like he had a pet with him. Alright, let's get some meals from you. Let's get your alcohol. I don't have any of my own apple saplings because apparently they went bad, so let's buy some from you. Don't have any cabbage seeds. Our beet seeds are running low. We have a lot of flax seeds, so let's just sell you like 600 maybe? Can you carry that? You can, okay. Not willing to accept that yet. Just add a few herbs since you already have some. And we have so many more. Looks like 22. This is the magic number for us. You can carry it. You got nothing else we want. You don't have gold. Alright, thanks for trading. We're offering 67 coin in value and we're getting 81. Food, drink. Apparently all our apple saplings went bad, and then we were running low on beet seeds and we don't have any cabbage seeds. So we're getting rid of our surplus flax seeds. I wonder if they're just taking up space. Let's turn this material off. We should have more than enough space for material. Let's put seeds on here. I believe we should have more than enough material space in this area. But it looks like we don't. I think we're going to need to start putting that maybe in one of these storage areas. Maybe we'll mine this area out here at the back, and we'll have the kitchen kind of connect there in like an L shape, since we seem to need more brewing supplies. And then we'll be able to, I don't know, put a torch or something in the corner, and then we'll just have the shelving run across this wall, and we'll be able to put a few of these in this section, maybe one on this wall or something like that. I wonder if I cut this down, if that's gonna cause a problem above the floor. What's the stability on these? 4s? Okay. I guess let's mine that down, and then we'll take a look at that in a few minutes. Let's increase the speed back up. And let's go here and fill this in. It's good. Tower is coming together. We can fill limestone after this here. Now, did I do ornate here? We did. Want to make our tower look a little fancy when our people are coming in here. No, I gave you summer clothes because I thought you overheat. Just go and put on that. I believe that was the trader. Okay. Can't be placed blocked by a wooden ladder. That's fine. That's going to be going to the roof here, which is what we want. Alright. Tower upgrade is coming along. I should start digging this out on the inside as well, just to get that cleaned up finally. Little by little. We still have limestone. Let's take a look. Are we going to be using the most of that over there? Let's 15, that's another 15, that's another 15, okay. Wait a little bit there. Looks like our people haven't quite gotten to this area yet. Suppose I probably am pausing it a little bit. No, I'm wondering if I should have the moat like at this level, just going around. Settlers are exhausted. It's 3 a.m. 4 a.m. now, and you're waking up. What kind of schedule are you on? You can go back to sleep. Let's just cycle through everyone quickly. We'll see if anyone is not well rested. Or if it was just the one person. Looks like it was just the one person. But I guess Dearmod is sleeping now. Who else was grayed out a little bit? I guess it was just them. Okay. Let's see. Alright, you'll wake up shortly. Alright, let's see if we can fill this in a little bit. Stop these from growing in this area. Really gotta start thinking about what the barn's gonna look like too. So I can have the barn go all the way out to here. This is position what? 139? Going across there. Disciples, the Ancrene Disciples merchant is leaving. Okay. How are we doing for food? We got a lot of meals. What kind of raw food do we have? Alright, we got a lot. That's good. Spare room. Excellent. Stylize this. I don't need to stylize this so much, but just makes sense to me. Now I know I haven't stylized every single room, but maybe one day I'll go back and check. I think that's where the ladder used to be. Alright. Can start filling that in. Or you know what? Let's wait on that. I think we might need to start here and work backwards. I don't know if they could walk through these ladders. Chop that down. Get some more dirt. Mine that out. Let's go take a look. How is our limestone doing here? We got access to more limestone, a little bit more. Let's start getting that taken out a little bit in that direction too. Limestone here. Get some dirt taken out from here. Right, our old coal hole still getting filled in with dirt. Let's leave that alone. There's a fire. Oh no, did an animal set off a trap? Did one of our people set off a trap? Did a wild animal do it? Did a tree just grow in a spot? Can you imagine? That'd be... Oh, a plant just decided to grow here and set it off. Alright, well that... I guess the rain put it out. And the goat died. We're gonna stick with the regular dirt here. I know I tried replacing it with the clay brick walls, but it didn't really look great in my opinion. I think we'll just stick with the regular soil. Alright, it's coming along. We'll be able to put this on it. And in case they're inside our own walls, we'll be able to kind of shoot at them from up here as well with some relative safety. Alright. This needs 10 for each, eh? That's a lot. These floors only need 2. These need 10. Running out of materials for all of those. Okay, let's put in this on the top floor here. Let's go take a look at that cellar kitchen we were trying to expand upon. See if that's ready to... Right. We can put in the floor. Let's grab one of these and copy it. And then I believe that's just a regular wooden beam. Let's just put that across. Right, once that's in, we'll start mining out a little bit more. We got another merchant that showed up. Hopefully this one, with all the people they brought, has limestone brick for trade. That'd be great. Love it when they bring me the limestone brick, because that's the one resource I need right now. There's so much of that. Got a lot of berries available to grab. Okay, they are in. Everyone's going to sleep. Let's get Eric to go and barter with them. Increase his skill a little bit. Let's slow down that time. a little bit. Right. I can't ask them about any news. This is what they bring. Let's try to get their gold from them. What else do you have? Components I don't really want. You know what? We've been getting these tapestries. Well, it's not really tapestry, just this wall decoration. Let's get your simple healing kits. You have some fine clothing. This isn't the kind of stuff I want, unfortunately. They don't bring me any building resources. How many of these we have? We should probably start making crossbows. Okay, what do we have in abundance that we're willing to trade? Look at all this. Can you carry? You can't even carry 1,000. Can you carry 500 of it? You can. Let's see if we can give you 672. Just to give us, you know, that'll be 4,500. I believe each shelf can hold 50, so it'd free up a little bit of room. Beeswax, give you 100. That's too much space there for you. Too much weight. What do these weigh? These weigh like half. Yeah, they weigh half. So you know what? If we found, let's see, herbs are more valuable for you. But that would still be a little too much. So we might have to just give you a pet to help you carry all of that. What do we have a lot of? We have a lot of dogs. Cats don't carry anything. Do we have a lot of sheep? We have a lot of goats. Let's sort this by value. That's usually the best way to find the animals. They all have the same value, right? All the wolves are here. Dogs. Dogs are worth more than a wolf, maybe because these are trained. We have a lot more of the female ones. Let's see if we have some that are got a few years. These ones have a few years. Let's keep this one, I suppose. These ones are 3 years. They might just die of old age on us. Okay. Let's make that 58 maybe? Is that going to be enough? It's more than enough. Okay. Let's just do maybe 8 of that. And let's see how 50 of this goes. Alright, more of that. It's the magic number. Alright, 5.5% in our favor. 69.75 gold. We're pretty much just getting raw gold coin and a lot of clothing. Goat skin, linen, simple healing kits. This is probably the majority of the value here. Definitely think healing kits are a good purchase. We don't have our own apothecary set up right now, so it's good to know we have ways to heal without having to rely on, you know, spending time making our own at the moment. Alright, we're good for raw food. I'm not going to touch those berries for now. Let's see. Let's leave this alone. Let's focus on digging out. Let's get this limestone. Hopefully no one gets stuck standing here. I don't think they'll be able to jump across like that, so hopefully they just walk down this way, or walk down this way, mine it from this side. Let's get a deer mod to actually do that now. Or thankfully you're going to be mining it from the bottom here, because I don't want anyone getting stuck on these stupid dirt spots. Then we can set some of this up to get mined as well without fear of people getting stranded. Let's increase that speed. Didn't realize I set it down to 2. Happy birthday, Ulrich. You're 33. Come on, dear mod. Let's see. We got one more. One more. Alright, good stuff. Thank you. Let's set a few of these side ones to get mined. None of that is really a priority. Let's cancel these. Is this one missing? Thought I had a piece on the side there. I know sometimes when I go all the way down and go back up, it appears. I guess I didn't put it there. Thought I did. Alright, how's the inside of this looking? We managed to get rid of the clay that was there. Let's fill that in. It's going to be a while since we don't have those resources available, especially since people are sleeping. This is almost filled. Alright, we can start thinking about what this is going to look like. How wide can we make these roof pieces? Right? We can make it that wide. They're all the same, right? None of these extend any further out? No, they don't. Let's get rid of these and these young ones, just so they stop spreading in this area. Okay. I didn't make a note of it, but how far can this go? It can go that far. So that's how far one of those roofs is going to go. And that means if I have the roof on the other side, that's how wide we can make our barn if we do that kind of a roof. Half roof on one side, half on the other, because if we do the full roof, it's the same length. Right, 12, it goes 12 wide. Now, is that what we want to do? Want to have our barn going across that way? We can have a door going in the middle, or do we want to have like a half roof and then we do another layer in the top and we do a roof over it and then another half roof going down? So we don't technically need to have 2 floors. Like, we can put like a chicken coop on top if we wanted to. But I feel like this should be plenty big. Let's see, this is what I'm gonna have. 12. That means these are gonna be the doors to get in. 2 barn doors. Or you know what, not barn doors, because we don't want the animals coming out of the barn, do we? I suppose we don't. They don't need to have like an area outside. They can all just live in the barn. So these ones you can't stylize, but these ones you can. So we can stylize these to look like fancy doors to go in. You can always put a gate, but the gates we have to open and close, which we don't want to do. And I'm not worried about raiders going in there to like kill our animals. I mean, if it happens, then obviously we have to start over and trade for more animals. Which would be... It would suck, but I have a lot. I don't think they'd be able to slaughter so many in such little time. Now we're going to need support beams going across. Oh, you know what? Pretty much where this is. You know what? Maybe we won't be able to have the barn entrance there. Maybe we'll have to have it on this side. Because we're going to have two support beams going across right here. And you can't have a support beam connected to a door. Right? Even if I disconnect this. Right? Blocked by door, yeah. Okay. So this is where we're gonna have the beam, I think, somewhere along there. Is this the spot? Maximum 10, so that means it could connect. Is that too far? Okay. So it looks something like this. So I know we can make these shorter on the inside. So that way they're 9, 9, and 9. Let's just do clay brick arch here. And that's going to be the other side for our barn to go across. And then we can do... I didn't want to do the limestone slate roof. Kind of wanted to do a clay, maybe wooden roof for the barn. They do have different hit points though. I guess we'll do the clay since we have such a massive amount of clay. Five boars have arrived. Alright. Well, we're not in dire need of food. How's the boar population? Some foxes managed to come back after a while, seems like. I know they died off, and then I noticed one day there's just more of them. Okay, how are we looking here? Are we able to stylize this completely earlier? You know, we were missing a little bit of this. Let's go and do that now. This is almost done. A few pieces here. That side's done. Stylize this to make sure this looks nicer. A little bit of an edge on the outside and on the inside there. That's already put down. So let's go all the way to the bottom and then all the way back up. And yeah, we can see it's built. We're getting our pieces put in properly. So we have the resources. Let's see how that's doing over here. Did we manage to build this? We did. Slowly filling this in. These are so expensive. That's where a lot of our resources are going. Okay. Can mine these out a little bit. Settlers are exhausted. Hawaii's, you're exhausted. What time is it? So now time for you to be sleeping. I want to sleep now. Where were you this whole time? Right. Change that to brick. Right. So we'll do the door on this side, which means we'll have to have this blacksmith area kind of like outside the barn. Did I already put that in? I don't think we put that arch here. We did. So 2 arches. There are not. Okay. Dig this out. We can put in the dirt there. Okay. Let's go take a peek at the progress in our cellar here. Our roof is still in one piece. Looks like the floor here is in one piece. Did this get taken out a little bit? No, it didn't. Alright. That's good. This has started being put in. So we're leaving this wall with the prison. I'm going to be mining this out. Now, where would I put in the supports? I think right here is where I would need another support. So let's mine that out, and then we'll put in the support, and then after that's done, I guess we can mine the rest of this. We'll be able to put that in. Then once that support's in, we can mine out these other pieces that will be supporting this room. Dividing our digging labor a little bit. Get this piece mined out. How are we doing for dirt? We have some dirt. That's good. It's a little bit worried. Got these corners. Okay. Got a few minutes left still. Hopefully we'll be able to get those resources mined out. Looks like it was mined successfully. It's always a pain for me, I feel like, trying to dig these pieces out and then fill things in. And then getting my people trapped. Always trying to keep an eye out for that so they don't end up trapped somewhere. Alright. The way under here is kind of mined out as well. So this was supposed to be... I'm going to delete this. Settlers are suffering. This is supposed to be another storage area for this warfare stuff, because we're running out of room. Looks like a weird figure 8. fill that in. And also, since we have the supports here in the middle, we can mine this out. And then we could probably just mine out all the other parts of this room. Who's suffering? Raymond, you have summer clothes on. Which reminds me, you're supposed to put on winter as well, Hawaii's. Why do you have summer clothes on? Raymond. It says winter for you. Oh, Tiffania joined us. Okay, so first, before we take care of Tiffania, Raymond, let's go put on some fine winter clothing. Alright. Tiffania, I guess I didn't see the pop-up for when they joined us, but Tiffania was one of the prisoners that we were trying to recruit. So that means if I go to hold an event, I have 24 people. Is that everyone? So I can only recruit one more until I need to build more rooms. So I'm gonna let the prisoners I have just remain prisoners for now, I believe. Because although your construction skill is great, your mining doesn't exist. So I think I might just try to trade you away, Brent, to the Philosophers. Because like as much as I'm gonna have you building like carpentry, art, you're a good archer, decent enough anyway, but I feel like your other skills are kind of lacking. And then he shuns comfort, preferring the austerity of a cold bare cell. I mean, you're happy enough to be a prisoner, I suppose, at the moment, so I'm not too worried about you. You have a decent melee skill, art, animal handling, botany, culinary. I think maybe, you know what, I will recruit you. Because Progeny of the Plague, like, what are we going to do with you? We're going to just trade you for another prisoner that we can recruit. I think you have much better skills for what I'd want. It's a rainy day outside. You're pretty happy being a prisoner, though. Elegant apparel. Yeah, flawless summer clothes. Unfortunately, the wetness of the rain is not going to make you happy, but 40 winks is great. And then mood target. So maybe that's why you're always in a good mood. So it'd be nice to have someone like you join. Your happiness will be, I mean, besides this, hopefully it's not too much of a problem, but yeah, decent marksman, your melee is great. You have a small medicine skill, that's whatever, but your decent culinary skill, so I can have you being a backup cook that'll help everyone else out. Art skill is good for late game. We can start making art to start sprucing up our encampment. And then animal handling and botany, you know, pretty much a farmhand. And now that we're expanding this, I'm definitely going to need people to do that. So, as I was saying, we need to get Tiffania sorted. Let's check your skills. Melee 6, marksman 7, so you're just going to be an archer. Range, no shields, cap. I'm going to have you wearing winter apparel, no armor, actually light armor if you're an archer, and then meals. Let's just check you have anything here. Night owl. Looks like Deer Mod has a friend. Hot-blooded. That didn't seem to work for, I believe it was Hawaii's. There you go, backstabber. Is that what that churl means? Is that why there's a knife there behind someone's back? Ruthless. Well, you're not going to be bargaining. Culinary, art, botany. So very similar to what... Oh, but you also have a decent mining skill. Alright, so your schedule, we're going to copy Dear Mod. This is your night owl. I'm going to paste that into you, so you'll be... Are you well rested enough right now? Hopefully you can make it through your first night. Okay. Tending, we'll put that a little bit lower. Jailer, no. Hunting, no. Construct, we'll put that on the lowest since you have no skill for that, but in case you have nothing to do, we'll have you do that. I think mining is number 1 for you, followed by cooking. Smithing, no. Carpentry, you know, we'll keep these on low in case there is some work to do for carpentry. Other people have no carpentry skills, or like 1 or 2, 3. At least you have a 7, so we'll have you do that. Probably for constructing, and also before animal husbandry. Alchemy, no. Research, no. Artist, yeah, we'll keep that on. Not high skilled, but we'll keep that on. And training and hauling to low. So you'll mine first, then you'll cook. After that, what's on number 2? I guess crafting will be the next thing to do, followed by art. If you know what, art can go later. Crafting, carpentry after that. You can cut plants, and then you can do art. And then after that, harvesting, and then animal husbandry, and then constructing if there's something to do. But I doubt you'll get that far. Alright. We made some progress. Oh, Philosophers of the Natural Order. Jump to location. You know what? We're going to save that for the next time. We're at 0% with them. We're going to save that for next time. Unless we want to give them this Brent. Because I would like to trade with them. I feel like maybe I'll trade Brent away. But you know what? I'm going to decide on the next video what I do. For now, we're going to call that a session because it's pretty much past the hour mark. So I want to do a little bit of a recap. Base is looking nice. Oh, look at that sun. Cannot see. Wow. Is that because of the rain? Like lens flare? Damn. I have to look at our base this way. We got our tower coming in. It's not quite finished, but putting the final touches on it. It's looking nice. We got pretty much the doors in that we wanted to go in and out from the sides, and that means we could probably just take this apart now that we're going to have the ladders set up on the inside. So this will probably be our armory. This will probably be the infirmary. And then I just have, you know, dirt here. We got on the inside, this is part of the original wall, so we kept that the way it is. And then we are slowly filling this up with the limestone brick, so that will be filled up, and then the ladder will just be here. And then that's just a little defensive position here. We'll stop people from getting into our tower, and then we can climb inside. We can get to the roof from here, get to those chambers, and then these doors, the reinforced doors, will stop anyone from going across. Once they get up, they'll have to, you know, they get up this wall on the outside, they'll have to break in to get down, and they'll have to get down and break out. It'll give time for people to shoot at them. If I have anyone, I can put them on this top area here, and we can shoot at anyone down here, and this will give us a little bit of protection having the extra height. Not sure if I want to increase that by another floor. Maybe do an armory on the floor above, infirmary on the floor that has, you know, the door here, and then another armory on the floor under it. Or maybe just storage on those floors. You know, we're kind of running out of storage space. I don't know if we can move some of that armory stuff over. But this is kind of the trial run for the tower, what we're going to have. And then once I feel happy with that, we'll probably expand that to this section. And then this one after that, since we've begun digging out this nice moat. Prelude to having our actual water-filled moat in the future. But we do need to get all these resources dug out, so it's going to be a little bit longer before we get that. Always a little bit longer. Like this area here still has to get done. Our old coal hole is almost filled. And then the barn, we've started. Really happy with the progress we've made on this. Pretty much halfway done. Not bad. This will be easy to just fill in this area here, fill in the back. I think I'm going to start putting pens on this. I don't know exactly how I'm going to have it shaped on the inside yet. Plan is to have the doorway probably here in the center. Maybe just one door, since this is 9 across on the middle here. Each of these is 9 across. So we can have a door pretty much opposite of this going into the barn. And then we'll be able to have pens, you know, either like on the left side and then at the back and then on the right side, something like that. So if it's as many spaces as I think, there'll be a good like 3 on this side, 3 on that side, 1 in the center. And how many types of animals do we got? 1, the cats don't need. So 2 with the cattle, 3 with the chickens. Dogs don't need it. 4 with the goats, 5 with the sheep, 6 with the wolves. And if we plan on getting bears in the future, I don't really think I'm going to bother with the boars, but if we plan with the bears, then we'll need 1 for them. And then if I want foxes or boars as well, then we're going to need, I guess, 9 in total. Might be a bit too much to do all that, so I think we're not going to get foxes or boars. Might just leave a spot for bears. I would like to get bears one day. I regret not spending the time trying to get that bear cub kind of trained, but it was only 1 bear cub. Probably would have died of old age now. It's year 1358. I've had so many animals die of natural causes. Well, like usual, that's the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you supporting the channel. And I guess we'll see if we'll be getting into a raid in the next video, because those people are extorting us. Not sure if we want to give them that prisoner and a lot of the resources we have, just so we can send a trade caravan to them and try to get some limestone brick, because we have quite a lot of building to do still. See how I feel about that next time I make a video. So once again, thanks for stopping by and supporting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great one.